Can I just say how much I'm loving Runa's character? I completely understand why there was a lot of pushback given that she did set up our girl in a pretty dangerous situation. It could have went very, very poorly, but I love the fact that rather than just making it into a scene where she gets brutally punished, like some people were calling her to be beaten, like that doesn't help any. Like physical violence doesn't teach anything other than to be scared. And honestly, had they not basically had a healthy environment here, with one almost acting like a big sister trying to nurture her and her brother scolding her in a healthy way, I mean, she would grow up into a very toxic individual like we see so many spoiled brats in our day-to-day life. And the fact that because Akane was a genuinely really beautiful soul, the fact that within an episode we go from her having this very clouded mind of what friends are, her 300 friends online, like it's no wonder she literally didn't consider the fact of what she did was dangerous when she had such a disconnect from what a normal relationship is, given her thinking she needs no physical companionship in face-to-face reality. And I love the fact that she's now branching out and seeing the beauty in this almost big sisterly kind of friendship role with her, and the fact that she actually wants to get more friends, and honestly by the end, I feel like she ships it. I feel like she really was trying to get that romantic comedy moment in, and the fact that, yeah, maybe it didn't go swimmingly, and our boy does kind of storm off, but in my own headcanon, I'm gonna say he had a face that was bright red, similar to our girl when she met him in the cafe. Either way, this is turning out to be pretty fantastic and absolutely adorable. Now, I do have a full live reaction to this wonderful episode available on my Patreon if you do want to see my full uncut thoughts to episode 6 of Yamada-kun. I'm loving this. It really does feel like it's getting progressively better, and this rom-com is hitting different. The side cast is fantastic, and honestly, I go as far to say the dynamic between Runa, Akane, as well as Yamada is actually my favorite dynamic right now. I love the fact that you can really start to see why she was so pushing back against, because the rare group of people that she knew face to face let someone else into her guild. Even if she doesn't log in too much, she has this kind of protective nature that she doesn't want to share those that matter to her. And the fact that she has very little IRL friends to begin with, it's understandable why she lashed out. Obviously, it wasn't healthy the way she did, but we understand the thought process. So to see that same level of jealousy now targeted towards our girl, who basically she has her friend Momo over, who's basically being like, you know, I want to get married, but I gotta at least get a boyfriend first. And I love the fact that she's basically like, why is this girl here? I'm trying to spend time with big sis Akane. And I love how it goes from her being this intimidating aura to just getting smacked down and being comforted by a girl, because honestly, Momo, she ain't playing. She got a way more intimidating aura than this young girl, and I love that. But I honestly think my favorite moment, outside of the obviously like romantic comedy gag that was being established, is the initial moment after her laptop breaks and we see our boy come over to help repair it. It's this very sweet, beautiful moment like, oh man, he cares so much that he's going to help repair the laptop. And then we see Runa just jumping up and down, be like, I brought him over. He's like, you know, I don't really think I can do this, so don't get your hopes up. She's like, no, this is awesome. Yeah, but I brought him over. I love her being like, she just wanted the praise, being like, I helped, I solved everything. Give me a head pat, please. I thought it was so adorable. And it goes from making something that could have been a pretty toxic love triangle into something that I actually liked what they did with Runa's character and how quickly she became so much more than just that negative trait that she was introduced as. And to see the comedy moments where we have brother and sister trying to encourage that rom-com love comedy dynamic, there's so many cues like her trying to get both of them to take a bath so they could, you know, romantically and awkwardly stumble in and maybe grab something like in typical cliche fashion, to then even the toast in the mouth moment. I haven't seen that in a hell of a long time. But there used to be a trend where, like, you know, a character might have like a piece of food in their mouth and then they bump into someone in the hallway. I think the most I've seen it is usually high school anime, like maybe like they're rushing to eat their breakfast and they have like a piece of bread in their mouth and they bump in and they're clumsy. I love how she shoves a piece of toast into our girl's mouth and she just eats it like a little gremlin, just like, sure, I'll eat this. I don't know why I'm eating it, but sure. And of course it ends in a very intense situation, but also a little flirtatious. I like how they blended the awkwardness, the clumsiness, but also that romantic undertones, because for Yamada, he's someone who doesn't quite understand human feelings as well as a normal person. He's definitely a little awkward, but he has his heart in the right place, of course. I love the fact that she whacks his eyeball with her hair, and obviously that hurts. Anyone who's ever had that happen, it does hurt. It stings like a biatch. And I love the fact that we have her have no personal space, just trying to comfort him. And we can tell that got through to him. That awoken something that obviously made him upset and flustered that he had to separate to go get his tools, but most importantly, cool himself off. But of course, for both of them, they're just kind of scared shitless because what did I just do? But I love that they're clearly planting enough flags over the past couple of episodes with our girl clearly seeing him as more than just a general gaming buddy. And now we're starting to see the seeds planted in him, and the fact that we have an encouraging party trying to bring up this romantic comedy dynamic. I love it, I really do. They're having such a blast with the general aesthetic. I mean, the first minute of the episode having that storybook aesthetic, trying to like show Runa as this like kind of like little fairy tale. She has the book that opens up into the laptop and then she's like, I hate it, sort of a thing. It just sets the stage that she's not like fitting into her normal environment. And then I love how they play with the very simplistic character designs. Like initially when he comes over to her apartment, which is the first time he's been over there, because last time, obviously, she left him and said, I'll go get the curry, and came back. I love how you just have this like very simple, awkward moment, and Runa's just chilling, she's drinking the barley tea, she's snacking on some cookies, and she's like, takes a pic, and then it just escalates into a beautiful, chaotic mess that is so romantic comedy, but plays off the tropes and cliches and turns it into something fresh and exciting. I really expected that there could still be a little bit of drama between Runa and Akane, though I did expect them to be more friendly going forward. So to kick into high gear the way they did to really encourage and show she just needed that big sister role, or at the very least a female friend to help show her the way, her not understanding why kids in her classroom are dancing, and then Akane just doing it in the street, encouraging her to do the same, and just seeing the genuine smiles. I love it when a sidecast can be as impactful as the blossoming relationship in a show like this, and that's how I feel about a character like Runa. I really enjoy her character. I understood that there would be a lot of pushback last week, but I think I was pretty open-minded and fair when I criticized, but also said what I liked and everything about that. But this is an episode that cements her character as being more than just a drama minefield, and I love what they did on top of blossoming that Cupid's arrow rapid fire into everyone's hearts. And even if there's drama, this show has proven that it doesn't let drama last too long. Basically, I'm a sucker for when shows like Tomo-chan is a Girl or Yamada-kun don't waste any time. They bring drama up at a realistic pace, but they don't let it last and basically have 6 episodes worth of content where people misunderstand something and the viewers are collectively ripping their hair out saying, God damn it, why can you not see the obvious outcome? So the fact that this show isn't wasting our time and just keeping things steady at a great pace, I mean, it's awesome. A laptop breaking for a girl who can't afford too much right now, it could have been a lot worse, but the fact that you bring over our boy to help, honestly, this is getting great. Thoughts and feelings yourself, though, down below. Drop a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new around here, ring that bell, of course, so you can get notified when I upload on the channel, and like I mentioned, full live reaction is available on my Patreon. And while you're there, you can also get a video shout out like a few are getting today. So we have Ender Wolf, Dark Car Killer 666, and Brandz. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care and have a good one.